This one strategy took me from making beats no one cared about to beats artists demand I send them, and it will have you making better quality beats in minutes. In today's video, I'll break down the 3 pillars of drum bounce, and then I'll show you how to use them to make 3 different drum bounces you'll need to dominate as a producer in 2026.
Riding with your bitch, got a tens in me pocket and a bottle for the tris. 5 racks in the bank, put it all up on me wrist. Still when I say I'm a son of a stop this, do what I tell her to lie. In this little white goes up into my songs on TikTok, talking about some shit. Fuck that, it's really that time. I gotta drop it or just after 8. It's only right that I slide with a 9. I made my enemies link up.
Alright, so pillar 1 is critical if you want to make beats that artists actually use. Now, I've been guilty of adding a lot of stuff to my beats, but I realized over time the space you leave is just as important as the sounds you use. Let me show you what I mean. Let's take this track from SD Kid. Okay. The less you use, the easier it is to put the listener in a trance with how repetitive the beat is. When you're listening to this at the gym, you're not thinking, hold on, where's the switch ups? Where's the effects? You're just vibing. Now let's put this into practice and make bounce 1, which is super easy. Right, let's load up Oni. Let's grab a preset. Let's switch out that preset. Let's grab a phrase from Monarch. Let's consolidate this, squash it down. Oh. Tough. Let's put some halftime on there, drop the mix. Right, so we're gonna go up to 196 BPM. We're gonna drag on our mastering preset from Legion. And now we're gonna start off with a snare pattern. Nah, this sample's fucking hard, I'm not gonna lie. Now this pattern is gonna be dumb simple. So we're gonna start on this. And that is it. I'm literally not gonna do any more with the snare pattern. Now let's just grab a clap. The most boring clap we can find. Then we just counter this bounce by laying down a note here. Then after these 2 snare notes, we just put one down here. Simple as. Let's increase the volume of the clap a little bit. Now I'm just going to highlight this with right click and hit Control B just to duplicate it over. Now I want something super simple that'll just add more swing to this. We're just going to put it in a place where it feels natural, like right here before it goes into the next 4 bar. Then I think we'll throw some vox in it. Yeah. Doing a drum pattern like this is almost going to feel a bit too easy, but you'll see how it comes together when we throw some vocals on it. I'm going to make a new pattern for this 808, and I'm literally just going to do 1 note. Let's give the 808 a little bit of boost. We're just going to make these notes last an entire 4 bar. Now to create even more space, I'm going to cut some holes in the beat. So at the end of every 4 bar, I'm just going to cut out the melody and the drums. But I'm going to keep this little triangle. Just to add a bit more repetition, we're just going to grab a vox like this. And then we're just going to copy that over again. Now this last part is crucial. We need to make sure this is a beat an artist could actually use. So we need some high quality vocals. Luckily, the guys over at La La Lay have sponsored this video and they've just dropped their new stem splitter model, Andromeda, which is one of the cleanest stem extractors I've ever used. Here's some vocals from a free stem splitter.
Like I'm riding with your bitch, got a tens in me pocket and a bottle full of tris.
And here's Andromeda.
Like I'm riding with your bitch, got a tens in me pocket and a bottle full of tris.
If you want to go a level deeper and study the drums of a track that you like, just extract the drums too.
Okay. Okay.
If you guys want to give it a try for yourselves, hit the link in the description.
Like I'm riding with your bitch, got a tens in me pocket and a bottle full of tris. 5 racks in the bank, put it all up on me wrist. Never fucking with a lane, we'll be riding in the mist now. Like I'm riding with your bitch, got a tens in me pocket and a bottle full of tris.
This is why using vocals is crucial because, as you can hear, nothing else is needed. Now, this isn't me telling you to dumb down all of your beats, but just consider your space. If you want to use more sounds, this next step is going to be even more important. Now, one thing I've been getting all of my mentorship students to do is the head nod method. Nod your head to your drum pattern. If your nod stays at the exact same speed throughout, that's a beat that can probably be rapped on. Now, if I try to show off and get all complex with the bounce,
Just lower your tone, cause you can get hit. Don't let that happen in my system. I get your body, next day I forget it.
it just throws you off. Even the most complex beats still have a core repetitive bounce. All right, so let's get started with bounce number 2.
I can't even lie, yeah, I was a runner. I used to hit shots on mine.
I'm gonna make a melody a little bit more busy than the last one and use a few more sounds too. All right, let's start off with a brass. Now let's grab some spiccato strings or staccato, whatever the hell you call it. Let's grab a bell. Let's try doing like a stutter effect with these bell notes. I think I'm gonna pitch this sample up a bit just to give it more energy. Alright, so let's start off with a hi-hat. Kind of sounds a little bit drilly. Just copy that over. Now I want like a chunky trap snare. Let's go into Centurion or trap drum kit. Yeah, that's good. We're just gonna lay down a snare note here. It's quite different to your conventional trap clap pattern, but it works. And it just kind of flows with the bells in the melody. Let's grab a kick. This is a good one. I'm gonna grab the Paris 808. Too hard. We're just gonna put some boost on it to make it slap. Now I want this beat to be distorted as fuck because I want it to have that aggression. So we're just gonna make shit clip. I'm gonna mute the kick for now, and I'm just gonna make it follow the exact same pattern throughout the whole beat. The 808 patterns in these beats sound pretty repetitive. Then let's just copy this over like so, and let's drop it down. Let's add another pattern. Let's grab an open hat. Maybe we can delay this coming in here. Also, we're gonna go in and throw in a snare roll. Let's do the head nod test.
Emo basics, don't wanna be my type of gal is a one with a See when I say I'm a son of a Stop this, do I tell her to lie Illiterate white goes up into my songs on TikTok talking about some shite.
Now time for the final pillar. If you don't get this one right, it's gonna ruin everything that you just learned. You've heard it a million times, but sound selection really is everything. If I'm making a Griselda type beat, I'm gonna use more organic, gritty sounds. If I'm making a Yeet type beat, I'm gonna use some alien, take me to your leader type shit, you know? For our final bounce, let's dive into Digga D nonchalant style drums.
Before I was drinking matcha, I've been had quarter zips.
I have just made 2 loops from scratch and I do not feel like doing it again. So we're going to use one of my old loops that I made with Khan Beats. Fucking tough, bro. Alright, we're going to break this down layer by layer. I don't think there's any general rules for these kinds of beats because I've heard it done in so many different ways, but I'm going to try and get the overall bounce of it and then just try and put my flair on it. So let's start off with the log drum. Let's go with this one. Just going to drop these down with control down. Now let's grab a kick to layer over this. Yeah, this is a good one. Let's copy this over. And let's layer it over these log drum notes. Copy that over as well. Now I want to layer something organic sounding over these hi-hats. So let's grab count snare. Let's just copy these hi-hat notes into here. Let's grab a snap. Let's put it boom boom boom. Let's not overuse it. Let's just have it going twice. Now I want to give this first part some impact. So let's go into our box. Let me mute the melody so I can really hear what's going on. Let me add another kick note here. Yeah. And let's layer it over this shaker pattern that we got. Now's the fun part. We can use different 808s to kind of fill in the gap and kind of add some flow to it. I kind of want to meow. That's what I meant. Yeah, this would be a good part. Now we're going to add a grime just to help the flow of the beat even more. We can grab this. Now referring to our pillars we had before, I'm going to cut in some gaps for some space. Also chucked in this this stomp. Now we can grab our acapella.
I just got the drop on a rapper. I told Control charge that tracker. He's in Central eating and hacker. Mental, I done it on Mapper. He's got a watch and it's better than mine. Fuck that, it's really that time. I gotta drop it or just after 8. It's only right that I slide with a 9. I made my enemies link up.
Now, if you feel like your production and career has hit a wall and you want to make more progress in the next 3 months than you've made in the last 3 years, hit the link in the description of this video and apply to join my 3-month mentorship program. Anyway, now that you've got your drum bounce down, you'll never be a well-rounded producer unless you can make melodies too. This next video on the screen will fix that.
I just got the drop on a rapper. I told Control charge that tracker. He's in Central eating and hacker. Mental, I done it on Mapper. He's got a watch and it's better than mine. Fuck that, it's really that time. I gotta drop it or just after 8. It's only right that I slide with a 9. I made my enemies link up.